All right, so this thing here isn't a lecture. It's just students showing off their work. So I'm just going to go through it real fast. I've already kind of gone through these with the students. I'm just going to click through them pretty fast till we get to the ones where we were looking at them. So here's an original image, and then here's the original image with the first filter applied with some diagonal. Sorry, the first filter brightens everything. The second filter adds diagonal stripes. Pretty awesome. Well done. You got this, which turns into this, which I mean, it's thematic. It's not especially visually appealing, but you know, it's a thing. And then of course you got to give the monkey a top hat. You got Hobbiton, Halloween and Hobbiton. I don't know, with a little bit of rot or shadows on the pumpkins. I guess kind of cool. And then they like tint it red. Kind of cool. Elden Ring with a pretty fantastic gradient added on top of it with the watermark and things like that added. Another fantastic gradient, and then sort of a thresholded red, which is kind of almost something I like. I kind of wish they had kept the face visible here, like in the hood. Like if you could see even just like because they changed like the eye here from like gold to red. Like if they just kept that eye maybe like staring out from under that black hood, it would have been pretty remarkable. As it is, it's a little bit too muddled for me to really like it. Chinese Taylor Swift with my vignette filter as one of the filters becomes purple Chinese Taylor Swift, which becomes a dirty sprite kind of look here, with half the pixels taken out and a little bit of lining on here. This one, really fantastic job going from red to a gradient blue replacement for the red on here, leaving all of this alone. Fantastic job on this filter here. And then this adds like scan lines in, so you got full, medium dark, and darker dark on it, and a little bit of toning on it as well. It's a great look. And then this, I can't approve of this one. Sorry. My hair is like, I look like I'm 60 and like about 500 pounds in this stamp here. But you know, well done otherwise. Here we got Osaka. This is a donkey in Osaka, Canal District. Fantastic area. This is a Donburi. And they make it purple, and then they give it like a synthwave, vaporwave kind of aesthetic to it, which is real nice. I like that. Baka, nice little watermark down here. The Itzik, what's it called? The Itzik, something. Hiroshima Itsukushima? Is that the one? Yeah, it's Itsukushima Shrine. Okay. So it's a floating shrine off the coast of Hiroshima. And that's a neat filter. I really like this one a lot. So it's sort of centered on the sun, which is well done. And it kind of radially goes out to blue on the edges. So you can see over here, it stays as blue, but they add a lot of pink. It's really nice. This, I'm not quite so sure about black and whiting it. And this background, like, to me, like, if they had done something like, I don't know, I would have liked to have seen what this would have looked like if it wasn't black and whited here. It's kind of a weird combination of colors in black and white. Because, like, the colors get even more intense here, and then it's like black and white. And then the third filter just adds a watermark. So, kind of, this one though, like I super dig. Then this one is I think the student said it was Ultimate Spider-Man. New York is flooded. You got John J. Jameson or whatever his name is underwater, you know, and you can see the water is like about to crack and break through here. Now watch this area right here. Watch this area on the filter. Wait, no, so sorry. They color tone it first and they added J. Okay, watch this. Really good. That's really well done. They wrote a filter that removed all of the cracks in the windows, which is really cool for a first semester computer science. And then they also made it look like an oil painting too, right? So that is just really nicely done. I really like that. That is very impressive. And then they also do this monochromatic red threshold thing. Not as big a fan of this one. It's it's a thing. All right. Then we got the Japan in Sakura season, and then the filter is to change the tone of it, and they also so they change the tone, and then on the next filter they add like little bits of noise to the thing. So it might be sakura blossoms coming down or something like that, or it could just be like that's the effect they're going for, like a pebbly texture. Yeah, for some reason a lot of people like just monochromatic red. I'm not exactly sure why, but you are judged on artistic as well as technical. So that has a high technical and a good artistic as well, because you can see that all this stuff here looks like an oil painting, which is really fantastic. So here, nice retoning of the image, and then adding like this like speckly look here. I dig it. I like it. And then you got a dog, and the dog with like a circular vignette. This looks pretty cool. And then a dog with just like a pink tone added, and then the dog with the lightning bolts added to it, which had to have been somewhat hard to draw, I imagine. So, unfortunately, these filters don't overlap on top of each other, which they're kind of supposed to. But pretty cool nonetheless. Then we've got Chainsaw Man or something like that. I don't know. And they colored the teeth red, which is really neat. That's a neat look there. And then added like just decorations all over the stuff. And it's kind of like an 80s art kind of look good there. And then this one just looks like a color swap, palette swap. So the reds become blues and greens become reds and things like that. So okay. Then this one, they didn't upload it in order. So this is the original. This is the first filter where it goes from purple to yellow. So what do you guys think of this one? They add a little vertical rectangle here, and change the colors and cut out half the thing. Went from full moon to the sun. Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it. Yeah. All right. That's the first filter. Yeah. So that's the original. They didn't upload it in the correct order. So that's the original. That's the first filter, and then the second filter is this. So cool. All right. Then we have a student who apparently is working by himself, having Howl's Flying Castle with a swastika on it. So, yeah. So it's not the right turning swastika, at least. The right turning swastika is the Nazi symbol. This is the left turning one. It's a symbol of luck in Asia. But I don't know. You got the Twin Towers. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. Yeah, I mean, if you go to like Google Maps and like search for like Japan, like it's not like legitimately like it's used all over the place. Like you can see the backwards swastikas here, or maybe that's the forwards. I don't know which way it's forward. You see, like they're all over the place. Like it's just a symbol of like Buddhism. It's not Nazism. And then the jinjas are Shinto. So you have Shinto and Buddhist places. This is like the Philosopher's Walk area here. So you can like kind of hit up all of these kind of temples along the way here. Really neat stuff. Actually, it's a really nice walk to do. If you ever get a chance to do the Philosopher's Walk in Kyoto. Let's see. Is that it? Let's see. Where am I? Where is Kiyomizu? Yeah, that one. Yeah, so that walk there. Really nice. It's a Q Music by the way. If you've never been there, it's really beautiful temple. It's got this platform that kind of sticks out. Yeah, that one. It kind of sticks out into the air, and then no pictures. There. None of them are like really showing you the shot because that platform sticks out. And you get to look down over Kyoto. It's quite nice. Highly recommended. It's got a lot of tourists there, so you got early in the morning. Anyhow, so don't get too worked up over that. I guess I don't know. But look at this. So they got a lightened area this way, and a lightened area this way, and a darker area this way. So technically, quite good. Artistically, thing. And then the second one, unfortunately, is kind of deep fried. So yeah. This time it says no deep fried memes. And we got Link here, and when you went there, the wind deck was under construction. Yeah. Quite beautiful though. Quite beautiful. Okay, so we got Link, and then we've got Link with 4 quadrants. Top left yellow, bottom right green, and then another filter that adds in 2 more quadrants, and then another one that changes the colors again. What do you guys think? You guys like this one? Yeah, artistically it's quite beautiful. Technically, not too difficult. Better than just single toning an entire thing, like But I do like the tone changes on it. Quite beautiful. Got the watermark and everything. Now here we got Melania Trump from Elden Ring. And so they are bluing the image on the first one. So they're selecting out the rectangle here and bluing everything else. So they're cutting out probably all the other channels other than blue. And then they add green back in for the flowers. The flowers go from blue to green. And the rest of it is still blue here, as you can see. And then they grayscale the inner rectangle here. Kind of a multi-step process. So the grayscale is kind of my code, but they did apply it on the middle rectangle, but they kind of used the same code to select out the first one as they did the second one. All right. Then we got this island. I don't know what it is. Somebody's pointing out this is like in Wuha Island from like Wii Sports or something like that. I don't know the name of this place in real life. Igetsuto Island. Oh, nice. There it is. Look at that. Okay. Neat. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, all right, neat. Maybe I'll put that on my list of places to visit. It's really cool. All right. So the first filter here, Wind Waker. Yeah, it makes sense. So the first filter here turns it from sunset to like sunrise, kind of. It's pretty cool. I like it. And the second filter does the vignette and a color shift with the watermark added to it. And then they add a furry to it. So that's the thing, I guess. Legoshi from the anime Beastars. My apologies. So, yeah. I like the artistry in this, and then I like how you guys put it like in the right place. So he's kind of like looking at you, but also kind of like looking at the sun. All right. Okay. So then we got some art of some sort. And then the art becomes like a 70s filter, kind of like they added a spiral here. And the overall toning kind of reminds me of like the 1970s when everybody liked ochres and like browns and golds and yellows and things like that. Um, let's see, remember how to say this. Yeah, this is like the colors that of the 70s. So yeah, neat. Um, and then the second filter like turns it into a rainbow kind of effect. So you can still see the ochre kind of in the background there, and then it's a kind of rainbowy on top of it. It's kind of a neat effect there. A little speckly, but looks pretty good. And then they added like a checkerboard pattern on top of it, so probably some for loops they wrote on that. So also well done. It reminds you of JoJo. Yeah. Looks like it negatives in the corners. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this one I really like. I think this one might actually be my favorite. Almost, maybe. Bosses is up there too. I have a lot of favorites. I don't know. But this one's pretty impressive. So you got a mushroom, and then they added some scan lines to it, and a vignette effect on top of it, and then they added a rainbow effect to the underside of the mushroom, and had the glow kind of coming off the mushroom onto the grass, which is a pretty cool look. I think the rainbow effect, like you can see like there's some points of noise like here and here that probably with like a little bit more precision and selecting out the region, you could have avoided these like kind of random dots here, or maybe blurring it because the edges are kind of sharp. Like maybe a blur filter on top of that would have like made it perfect. In your defense, you deleted it and had to rewrite it from scratch. That's fair. Mushroom Kingdom. So yeah, this is pretty amazing. I really like this one. This looks like one of my wallpaper engine wallpapers, but I don't think it is. I don't. Does anyone know where this is from? Because I actually want to find it if it is a wallpaper engine wallpaper. So I don't know. All right, so that becomes that. So they added 4 colors on here. My only criticism of the colors is that the rightmost color is kind of like it's a little bit strong. Like you got kind of like these warm, kind of pastel-y things, and then this thing is like a little bit too strong on the color front. It's supposed to be a day cycle. I gotcha. Pulled it online. Yeah, it looks nice. When you guys started this class, I was telling the 12 o'clock class, it's like all the assignments were like, you have to be precise. You have no creativity. You must be able to exactly match my results when you're computing compound interest. And now it's like, I don't know, your palette choice is a little bit off. It's a little bit overpowering with the choice of blues in this assignment. You didn't know this is what you were signing up for when you signed up for introductory computer science, but it is, because computer science is in fact a very creative endeavor. It really is. And you have to combine precision, and the reason why I make you be precise and fit my output exactly on some of the assignments is because you need to be able to be precise, but you also need to be able to be creative as well at the same time. That's really what it takes to be a great computer scientist. You have to be both precise and creative. Okay. And so for their second filter, they kind of doubled up on it, and it looks real nice. Yeah, so that does look like a time of day filter. Like that for sure looks really good. And got the watermarks, got the secret message. Yeah, overall, very impressed. Very impressed with this. And the blue's a little bit less overpowering on this one because there's more kind of colors on the screen. Okay, so we got like, I don't know, Castle of Vlad or something like this. I don't know. And then that is a really neat palette swap, retoning of the image. Like that looks really nice. That's a well done thing. Then of course they added the upside down cross from Black Sabbath on it. That's good. And then for their second one, they made half the moon yellow, I guess. All right. Yosemite. Yosemite, after people coated in Cheeto dust go swimming in the lake. Top part gets retoned. Bottom part is very yellowish. It's not Cheeto water. Ours uses a temperature in Kelvin and shifts it. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I saw it as a metaphor for the defense of the environment, but okay. So it is a temperature Kelvin shift. All right, cool. And then they did this where they sort of flipped the middle third and the bottom middle third like this. So you see those things were flipped right there. And grayscaled as well, the top third and the bottom third. So the composition of this is actually pretty cool. Like I actually like this a lot. This orange is a little bit overpowering, but when it's like this, it's like pretty good. And then they added in a blur effect to the left and the right sides, which overall is just chef's kiss. Like this is a pretty amazing thing overall. So there to there to there to there. Brilliant. I love it. So they also have Keith, of course. Keith is the mascot for C++. Keith is down there, and they got their names Rat, Robert, Anthony, and Tevin down here. So that is the last one. That is that's our image walk for today. Your new homework assignment is going to be called Pokemon. So what you're going to do is it's very similar to data science. You are simply going to load up. There is a data file that holds all of your, not all of your, but all of the Generation 1 Pokemon in it. And what you're going to do is Pokemon, gotta catch them all. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your knowledge of classes, and you're going to make a class for Pokemon. It's going to have a name, health, speed, all this kind of stuff. Pretty much all these things are integers except for the name, which is a string. And what you're going to write is a function that's going to open up a file, and you're going to load one Pokemon at a time out of the file and put it into a vector of Pokemon. So it's like data science. But remember when I said in data science there's a better way of doing it? This is the better way. So you're going to basically do your data science homework over again, but now with the power of classes under your belt. And so there's a text file that just holds one of each Pokemon in it from Gen 1. Here's Pikachu. It's got index number, name, health, speed, attack, defense, and special. So you just have to load those up. Yeah, that's basically all you have to do. And then when you do the assignment, so print Pokemon number 25. Pokedex entry 25, Pikachu, hit points 35, attack 55, defense 30, speed 90, special 50, type electric. Okay. That's your assignment. You got a week to do it. It's not hard. It's probably less processing than even the data science assignment. And this is an individual assignment, but part 2 of Pokemon is you're actually going to implement Pokemon. And so make sure you do part 1, because otherwise part 2 is going to be really difficult if you don't have any ability to load Pokemon from disk. Because in part 1, all you have to do is just print Pokemon data, and you also have to load moves as well. So move number 3 is Double Slap. Double Slap does 10, 15 damage, 10 PPs, accuracy 85. Yep. So there's 2 different files you load, and you just print the information on it. That's it. You got a week to do it. It's not hard. But next week, you're going to be partnered with somebody, and then you're actually going to implement Pokemon battling, and you're going to implement, if you want extra credit, be able to walk around in the Pokemon universe and capture Pokemon and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. So that's our class for today. I hope you guys had fun. I think you guys all killed it on the image processing assignment. Give yourselves a big round of applause for that fantastic job you guys all did on your image processing assignments. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.